Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. What we have here is a nice new box from Silca, and the gross weight on this, that's like the level when you say, oh, really too fat, really gross. It doesn't have one, so it's not that bad. So let's have a look at it in all its form. Alright, so I've changed benches because I've got a bench shortage going on. Alright, so what is in the new Silca Falsh? Let's find out. Alright, so I've got a bit of blue. Oh, I've got a big blue. Alright, I just can't pull that out. I'm going to have to go upside down here. And it's got a little umbrella and a wine glass label on it, if you can see that there. That says don't do this. But I'm forced to, for the joys of social media and sharing the experience of what is inside this box. The levels that I go to for viewer entertainment. Alright, so we got some styrofoam. It's just styrofoam. We have a book here. Okay, so there's your operating instructions, probably 15 different languages. Pretty thick if you ask me. Alright, let's remove this blue padding. I haven't seen this blue padding before. Don't know why, but it's too big, it's pretty chunky. Alright, multiple styrofoam in different compartments, which just means, you know, because it is a quality product, that they pack it well. More styrofoam, more styrofoam. Okay, first cab off the rank. This is your standard computer or kettle type plug, 3-pin plug. It's got the Australian part on it, which is really good. You can always tell an Australian one because they have these little black things here, meaning it's complying with our rules and regulations. Serial number even on that. Cool. They've even thrown in an extra one with one of these magnets that reduce feedback or so from it. I don't know why you would need that, but perhaps if you got it near a computer, you would use that. So that's a female to male of the same plug we just saw, with this big magnet going through to stop RF interference. Interesting. Okay, so we go through our tools here with the serial number on there as well. One big long piece of metal there, which is going to be used to lock the carriage so that you can undo the cutter and change it out. Numerous tip stops there, which slide into these jaws in these positions here. Some Allen keys, some little tiny bits of metal there used for holding keys, and another tip stop type of one that you would slide into this slot. A couple of fuses here, which is really cool. Nice little package, ready to go. Serial number on that too. Take that out. Alright, a couple of little bags of silicone. Don't really know what they do. That one's only about half full. Silica gel for my Slica machine. Cool. Alright, so let's have a look at the machine. Let's take it out. Put it on the bench. Alright, so there is a handle right here which screws into the front. Like so. They've also included, what you see here is a bolt down bracket. So you would attach this underneath the machine and then you would come through and bolt it down. This is something that some key manufacturers haven't been doing, but a lot of the ones that do the 12-volt machines do. Very important, especially if you've got it in the back of your van. You need it to be bolted down. I only see one of them in there, but I do see lots of these silica bags, if that makes a difference. It doesn't. Okay, moving on to the machine. And I've just gotten grease on my hands. So what I'm noticing here is there's a lot more lubrication on this machine than I've seen on other brand new Silca machines, and I think that's a good thing. They've got some sort of brown stuff here that looks very similar to the type of stuff you seal a wound with when you cut yourself. I forget what it's called, but we all know the stuff. It's either brown or red. On here they've got some sort of grease as well going on the actual guides. One thing I did notice too with a couple of the Silca machines, after about 4 or 5 years you can get a bit of rust going on these ones here. So to start off with a lubricated machine where it's got this sort of lubrication on is a good thing, because you don't want it looking crappy in a few years. On the side here we've got a nice big huge button, and that doesn't engage because there's no power to it, so that's your on and off button. On the back here you've got your fuse and you've got your mains power plug, so that's straightforward. There's nothing happening there. Flicking it over now. Okay, so this is where that cradle will come through, where I'll just show you again. So to install this you would need to remove those 2 feet, mount that underneath, mount your feet back on, and then simply screw it down to the bench. Done deal, nice and easy. Okay, on the front here you've got your carriage, and it is controlled by this knob on the right hand side. So this is a 240 volt machine. Look, it's great for just putting it on the bench and just cutting keys. If you've got a small operation and you're looking to start cutting keys, this is a pretty cool machine. This is actually a very nice way to start cutting keys, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's a Silca brand. So you've got, how do you say, it's a classy act. Silca is a classy act in the key manufacturing world. Your cut is going to be made of good quality, so it's not going to be going blunt soon. Your calibration is as simple as backing that off, turning it left or right, and if it's anything like the other key machines, it's probably a ball bearing sprung, so when you turn it each click, you feel it each click. Once you got it right, you just zap it down and away you go. Your actual key and lining up your keys here, once again, it's always cool on the Silca machines. These are 4-way jaws, so they've got 4 different ways of actually holding the key. 4 different jaws to actually grip the key. Then when it comes to lining up the key, you've got your shoulder guide here, which is one of the most common, and then you simply just lift up your jaw, rotate it round, and if you don't want to use your shoulder guide, you can use some of these other pieces of metal that come with it here, and they're really cool for car keys. So very good jaws, back it off, lift it up, it'll slot into place, and then just tighten it up. So as far as all the bits and pieces, you know, they are spot on as far as the quality, the calibration, and all that sort of stuff. And why all of a sudden is this jaw not going down? Oop, this is a brand new machine. I have to give it a wipe down because I'm putting grease all over it. So normally you just flip them up, rotate them around to where you want them, and the jaw will actually go into itself. Oh, there we go. Perhaps I just backed it off too much. There's a sweet spot. There we go. Okay, on the right hand side you've actually got a buffer. So you can actually just buff your key after you've gone through and cut it. You take it out of the cut position and you run it through there, taking the swarf off on that side there. You've got a plastic guard here as well to stop any chance of getting anything near the cutter. It's got a little sticker as well to say that thing's shit sharp or super sharp and it will cut you. So when cutting, try and use it in this position here. Use it, use it, use it, bring it down, turn it off, take your key out. You don't want your fingers near there anywhere. It's a fairly friendly machine as far as the way you use it, because you just simply lift this up, move it left or right, buff it, and you're done. So you're not really around this cutting. The only time you're around this cutting is when you're loading, and the machine should be off. I'm going to show you quickly. Okay, key loaded, you do your cutting, here you go, turn the machine off, take your key out, turn it back on, give it a buff, and away you go. So that's a Silca 008 Flash. And it's not a bad machine by as far as quality and things. On the side you've got a little Allen key there if you want to take out and swap out this buffing wheel. I wouldn't personally use this buffing wheel. I would just use a little wire brush. It's going to wear out pretty quick and be fairly expensive, but it's up to you. The calibration of the actual key machine comes completely pre-calibrated, so you're not going to have any troubles there. If you do need to, you simply have to back off a screw most of the time, or just this red knob. Turn it in, turn it out, turn that red knob, and away you go. So Flash, as in it's quick and easy to use. Size-wise, let's do a bit of that. Alright, so you want to know how much room this is going to take up on your bench. I've got it completely to the left now, and I am looking at 330. And if I was to be positioning this, including the handle in my van, I would want to give it about 260. As far as your height-wise, give it about 220, leaving just a little bit of a fraction of room for everything else. So that's the quick unboxing on the Silca 008 Flash, available from drlock.com.au. Just go to our lock shop. If you want something like this and you want to tee it up with a couple of the top 18 house keys, we can do that. So you can start cutting keys at a very minimal budget. This type of key machine with some keys and a flag and all the rest, about $2,000. Very small investment for starting to cut keys. So places that are remote, like post office or automotive shops or hardwares, if they're just looking for something simple just to be able to cut some keys, this is the way to go. Small, easy to use. The hardest thing is loading your keys, and if you can't load a key, well, you can't cut a key. That's just, basic thing. You've got to be able to load the keys properly. After that, the machine's going to take care of the work. You simply turn it on, go left and right, don't go too quick, just work your way left, work your way right. We have also uploaded some videos on how to cut keys. Same principles kind of apply. But for this size machine, I'm fairly impressed. I like it. Leave your comments down below what you think about it. The only downside to this machine is that we don't have it in 12 volt, we only have it in 240. If it was in 12 volt, I would say this would be a killer machine for the back of the locksmith van. But as a 240 volt back of locksmith van, you then need to run an inverter. So That's what lets it down in my opinion. Other than that, for a bench mounted key machine, I would mount it somewhere just like that, a little bit of overhang, and you are ready to go. The weight on it, okay, I'm going to have to guess here, 15 to 18 kilos, so it's enough to sit on the bench and cut keys without it kind of moving. If you feel you need a little bit more reassurance or anything, just put that cradle on, put 2 screws through it through the bench, and away you go. Okay, Silca 008 Flash, leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.